Good night, everyone.
Monday. I hope you're having a really good Monday today. A great beginning of the week. And I'm gonna wait a little while to see if somebody gets online for class today. If you have any comments or anything that you would like to know about today's class, please feel free to ask. I would love to hear back from you, to know your comments, feedback on how you feel, how you're liking the classes. My name is Luna, and today I'm going to share with you a vinyasa flow. We're going to work a little bit on hamstring strength for hamstrings, and to know the importance of hamstrings for inversions. You're going to be needing a blanket, so I have that blanket over there. And if you don't have a yoga blanket like that one, you can use any sort of blanket that you have at home. I also said straps, but you can also do it with no straps. I have here this strap. If you have a towel, maybe you can also use a towel. So I have these straps, but if you don't have access to straps, you can use maybe a towel or something that would work as a strap. We're going to start in a little bit. So find yourself on a comfortable position. I'm using a block. If you don't have a block, it's okay. You can just sit on, or if you have a small pillow or something that you want to elevate yourself as you sit down, that's totally okay. And if not, you can just sit directly on your mat. So we're going to start seated. Close your eyes. Start connecting with your breath. Observing your thoughts, your emotions. Observing how you feel after today, or if you had any situation that might have put you into an uncomfortable position. Just notice it without judging, observing how your thoughts and your emotions flow just as your breath flows. Just really connecting to that inner vibration, inner frequency. Tuning in with yourself, with your true essence. Start noticing the weight of your body on your mat, the temperature of your skin. Just notice the heaviness of your hands over your laps. Texture of the clothes that you're wearing. Tightness of the clothes that you're wearing. Notice that. The softness. Start also noticing the sounds around you. Perhaps there's some rain. Perhaps you can listen to your neighbors, to nature, and to the waves of the ocean if you're close to the ocean at this moment. Start zooming in every time a little bit closer to the sounds around you until you zoom in all the way into the sound of your breath. until you zoom into the sound of your thoughts and your emotions, the sound of your heartbeat. Just feel the gift of being here. Feel thankful for the gift of having this beautiful life on this earth. And I invite you in this moment to set an intention for today's class, set an intention for today's week, something that you want to send all of your energy to. And while we move our body and we move stagnant energy that we might encounter within, let's send all of that energy to that intention to manifest, to cultivate something that you want in your life, or something maybe that you want to cultivate for this week. Maybe it could be a habit, maybe it's just a word of a quality that you would like to have in your life at this moment. And very slowly start blinking your eyes until you start opening them as if you just woke up. And we're gonna start on your back. So grab your strap. If you don't have a strap, whatever that you have that's like a something that would serve you as a strap. So come to your back and extend your right knee. Bring your left knee close to your chest. And now bring the strap onto the arch of your left foot or your towel. And start bringing closer to your face, your left knee, closer to your chest. Just breathing in, breathing out. Observing the tightness on your hamstrings. And try to keep your left knee as straight as possible. And flex your left foot as well as your right one. So both should be straight. And as you exhale, open up your leg to one side. Just let it fall to your left. And bring your right hand to your right hip, trying to keep that hip grounded to the ground. Grounded to your mat. So keep grounding it. Breathe in. Inhale, exhale. Keep connecting to your breath, to this present moment. Whatever thought that might arise. Maybe you're thinking, oh, I'm so stiff, or wow, my hamstrings feel so tight. Just try not to judge and just observe what happens and what does the posture makes you feel. And as you inhale, come back up. And now lift your right leg away from the ground and bring that right leg under your strap. Bring the left leg to the ground. And now with both hands, pull onto your strap or whatever that's serving the purpose of a strap tonight. Could be the towel. Just like bring it closer to your face. And keep breathing. And notice the difference between one leg and the other. Maybe you felt that one leg is a little bit more stiff than the other ones, and that's okay. That tends to happen a lot. Just keep breathing, keep sending all of your oxygen, all that prana that we are creating at this moment. Just send it to that part where you feel more resistance and try to let go, surrender. Just let go a little bit deeper, sending signals to your body that everything's okay. And as you exhale, try to bring that leg a little bit closer to your chest and to your face. And as you inhale, let go. Bring that right foot to the ground and bring your left hand to your hip. Keep both of your feet flexed, opening your hips. Keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. Try that your breaths are as long as your exhales. When you inhale, it's as long as you exhale. And come back to center. Lift your left leg and bring it right next to your right leg. And now you're gonna start walking your hands all the way. So instead of having your feet and your legs to 90-degree angle, maybe just lower them a little bit. And from here, start walking your hands up to your feet until you get into boat pose. Try not to look to the side. Try to look to straight point, something that's not moving. And we're gonna hold it here. So it's like an assisted Navasana, boat pose. And start sliding your hands down. Lower both of your feet to the ground. Navasana 2, hollow body. Keep your lower back in touch with your mat. Keep grounding it. And as you inhale, lift your legs, lift your chest, walk your hands towards your feet. And as you exhale, lower both of your legs, keeping your shoulders away from the ground. And as you inhale, walk your hands back up to the strap. And as you exhale, start lowering back to Navasana. Variation of Navasana, hollow body, and back again. Walk your hands. And as you exhale, slide your hands all the way down. And as you inhale, walk your hands back up to your feet. And one more. Exhale, hollow body. Inhale, walk your hands back up. And now grab the outer part of your straps and just bring your feet hip width apart and keep lifting up your chest. Keep lifting through your spine, extending through your spine. Keep breathing. If this is too easy, then maybe you just want to release the band. Just keep it here. Maybe you want to catch your big toes and extend your knees. It's like a balance, so we're still using our core. Keep breathing. Keep feeding your hamstrings. And as you exhale, lower your feet to the ground. Come back to tabletop position. Curling your toes. Your shoulders are stacked right above your wrists. And walk your right foot backwards. Left one comes to the side. And as you exhale, push the ground away from you. Lift your hips to the sky. And we're going to enter first downward facing dog. Inhale through your mouth and deep exhale through your mouth. And very slowly start walking your feet towards your hands. Last thing that comes up, it's your head. So start rolling your spine all the way up. Lift your head, lengthening through your spine. We're going to go for a couple of rounds of sun salutation. So as you inhale, lift your arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, lower your hands forward, fold. Inhale, look up. And as you exhale, place your hands on the mat. Walk your right foot backwards. Left foot comes next to it. And as you exhale, either with your knees or completely, going to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here in your downward facing dog. Two more breaths, letting go of any sort of tightness. Try to see if within each exhale you can release tightness to the back of your legs. Inhale, look up, and as you exhale, walk your feet to the front of the mat, forward fold, and as you inhale, lift your chest, bring your hands up to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana, and as you exhale, Samasthiti. And one more time, inhale, lift your arms up, and as you exhale, bring your hands to the ground, forward fold, Uttanasana, and as you inhale, lift your chest up, and as you exhale, lower your hands, walk your feet backwards, plank pose, and as you exhale, either with your knees or the full expression of the posture, keeping your elbows together to your rib cage, lower into chaturanga, and as you inhale, upward facing dog, push the ground away from you, lift your knees away from you, roll your shoulders back and away from your ears, and as you exhale, push the ground, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Keep breathing, centering yourself. Maybe you want to bend one knee and the other one, pedaling your feet, walking your downward dog. And as you exhale, look up front and start walking your feet in between your hands. Forward fold. And as you inhale, lift your chest up, lengthen through your spine, hands to heart space, Samasthiti. And one more time, inhale, lift your arms. And as you exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. And as you inhale, look up. And as you exhale, walk your feet, plank pose. And as you exhale, really engaging your core, engaging your quads, engage everything in your body. And now bend your elbows, either if you're doing it with your knees or straight knees. Keep your elbows as close as you can to your rib cage and lower into chaturanga. And as you inhale, lift up, push the ground away from you, lift your knees away from the ground, bring your shoulders backwards, and as you exhale, push back, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Now as you inhale, lift the right leg away from the ground as high as you can. Breathe in, and as you exhale, bring your knee to your chest. And as you exhale, straight extend that knee back up to the sky. And as you exhale, bring it to the right elbow. And as you inhale, extend the leg up to the sky. And as you exhale, bring it to the left elbow. And as you inhale, lift it up to the sky. And on the next exhale, you're going to step your right foot in between your hands. And as you inhale, drop the left knee to the ground. Lift your chest and your arms up, lengthen through your spine, and then sink in, just giving it a nice stretch to your psoas and your hip flexor. Keep growing. Keep lifting, lifting, lifting. Your chest up, lengthening through your spine as much as possible. You can interlace your fingers and bring your shoulders a little bit over your head and over your ears and backwards. Try not to compromise lower back. So your lower back is it's released. You're not really holding any tension. You're really growing from your rib cage and from your upper back. So bringing your scapulas and your shoulder blades together, keeping your elbows straight as possible. Now look up. And as you exhale, bring the hands back down. Place the left hand in front of the right foot, and with your right hand, push your knee away from you and look above your right shoulder. Perhaps you can look and you can see your left foot behind you. Inhale, come back. Frame the right foot, and as you inhale, step it backwards. Three-legged dog. And as you exhale, you can come into your chaturanga if it's in your practice on a three-legged chaturanga, or to your knees, or with both feet on the ground. So optional. Find your variation that best suits you today. And as you inhale, look up, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, roll your feet backwards, lift your hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale and lift the left leg up to the sky. And as you exhale, bring the left knee in between your arms into your chest, to your heart space. Inhale, extend left knee. And as you exhale, bring your left knee to your left elbow. Hold it there. And as you inhale, extend the left knee. And as you exhale, bring it to the right elbow. Really twisting and really bringing it as high as you can. And try to really touch your right elbow. Inhale, extend the leg up to the sky. And as you exhale, step your left foot in between your hands. Bring the right knee to the ground. And as you inhale, lift your arms. Lengthen through your spine. Interlace your fingers. Look up. Open up your rib cage. Bring your shoulders as far back as you can. And really sink into the posture. And also notice that your right knee is stacked right above your left ankle. So your knee's not just passing beyond your toes. And as you exhale, lower your arms. Bring the right hand in front of the left foot. And with your left hand, push the left knee away from you and look above your right shoulder. Your left shoulder, I'm sorry. Maybe you can see your right leg behind you. And as you exhale, come back, frame your left foot, curl your toes of your right foot, and bring backwards your left foot up to the sky. And as you exhale, three-legged dog. And from here, you can go into a three-legged chaturanga. Bend your elbows, inhale, look up. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Notice what goes through your head, notice your thoughts. If it's in your practice, your Ujjayi breath, then start connecting with it as much as you can. And whenever you find whenever you're feeling uncomfortable, try to find comfort within discomfort. Inhale, look up. Walk your hands towards your feet. And as you inhale, rise up. Lift your arms away from the ground, lengthen through your spine. And as you exhale, bring your hands towards your heart space. Thumbs towards your heart space. And keep breathing. Inhale, open up your eyes. And now step your feet hip width apart. Inhale, look up. And as you exhale, forward fold. And catch your big toes with your fingers and forward fold. If you need to bend your knees in order for your back to be straight, then go ahead and do that. And as you exhale, start bringing your belly towards your quads. And from there, start straightening your knees if possible. Try to extend them as much as possible. Just really keeping your core, your belly as close as possible to your quads. Inhale, look up. Walk your hands, walk your feet to the back. Come to plank pose. And from plank pose, we're going to start going into our chaturanga in the count of 5. So you can either bring your knees to the ground or do the full expression of the posture, but try to hold it and really be there for the whole count. So you're going to start bending your elbows very slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold it there. 1, 2, 3. And as you inhale, lift up, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and lift your right leg, extending your right knee as much as you can. Keep your hips squared. Spread your fingers apart. Really grip onto your mat. And within the next exhale, bend your right knee and try to bring as close as you can your right heel to your left glute. And try to look underneath your right arm, your left arm. Try to see if you can look behind it, and maybe you can get to see your toes of your right foot. And now twist your left foot and lift your right arm. And it's as if you want to reach behind you and touch with your right hand your right toes, and keep looking up to the sky. And as you exhale, come back to downward facing dog, three-legged dog. Extend the left knee, your right knee, and bring the right knee to your chest and step the right foot in between your hands. Bring the left knee to the ground. Inhale, lift up, Anjaneyasana. And with the next exhale, hug your right leg, your right quad, and as you exhale, extend the right knee. Forward fold. Keep breathing if it's possible and you want to lift your right foot. Just keep plugged into the ground. The right heel, keep hugging your leg. It's a posture that will kind of challenge you, since you also have to find the balance and keep engaging your core while you're here. And come back up, curl your left toes, lift the left knee away from the ground, and as you inhale, lift up, lift the chest up, lengthen through your spine. Keep breathing, warrior one, it's a variation. So keep really conscious and try to plug the left heel to the ground as you extend and you lift your chest up to the sky, lengthening through your spine, activating your core, really feeling how you're building the heat on your legs. And as you exhale, you're going to twist into warrior two. So keep your right knee bended and sink in a little bit deeper. Lift the heel of your right foot. And as you exhale, grab the energy with the right hand. Just bring it above your ear and open up your chest. Keep extending your right elbow above your ear, and your chest keeps lifting and twisting out into the sky. And as you exhale, windmill your arms, frame your right foot, and extend the right knee and enter into pyramid pose, a variation. Keep breathing. If you want to walk your hands backwards, your fingers are going to be facing and pointing towards your left foot. You can go ahead and do that. Inhale, come back up. And you're going to transfer all the weight onto the right foot and standing split. Lifting your left leg away from the ground, forward fold. You can open up your arms, mat width apart or a little bit wider. Keep breathing. And look up, and as you inhale, lift your arms. We're going to enter into warrior three. So flex the left foot, pushing onto an imaginary wall behind you, and keep lengthening through your spine as if someone's pulling you from the crown of your head. And as you inhale, bring the knee to your chest, lift your chest up to the sky. And as you exhale, you're going to open up as if you want to hug your leg behind you. Inhale, bring knee to chest. And as you exhale, open up your chest. Try to reach for your left foot. Inhale, come back up. And we're gonna stay here and extend the left knee. Point your toes. Engage your core. Keep breathing. And as you exhale, forward fold. One more standing split. And step behind you, the left foot. Three-legged dog. Start walking your hands towards your left foot. Inhale once again, warrior three. Lift your arms and your chest away from the ground. And lift up to the sky. Knee to chest. And on the next exhale, you're going to bring your right knee behind your left leg. And extend your leg as much as you can. Pretend it's like as if you had a tail. And you want to start sitting down on your left leg. Bending your knee, really feeling the fire on your glutes. And as you inhale, come back up. Walk your hands forward. Three-legged dog. Bring your right foot next to your left foot and start walking your hands as far as you can into a variation of a plank. And we're going to hold it here for 5, 4. So try not to keep your hips lifted or collapsing. Just pretend that you're at a table. 3, 2, 1, and bring your hands. Walk your hands backwards. Keep your shoulders stuck right above your wrists. And as you exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, roll your feet backwards, lift your hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Keep breathing. You can rest here, or you can rest on your child's pose. So if you're going to rest on child's pose, just bring your knees to the ground, keeping your toes together, bringing your hips to your heels, and just bring your forehead to the ground, sinking into the posture, just feeling your breath, connecting to it, feeling your heartbeat, feeling the rhythm of how your heart's beating at this moment. So you can rest here on your downward facing dog. We're going to hold it there for a couple of more breaths. And as you exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Lift your knees away from the ground, lift your hips. And as you inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Bend your knee. Try to see if you can point the sky with your left knee. And maybe you can see your toes underneath your right arm. And now start twisting your right foot. Let it point towards one side of your mat. Lift your left arm and try to reach. It's as if you want to reach for your left foot with your left arm and your left hand. Keep opening up your chest to the sky. Keep breathing. Open it even more. Look up. And as you exhale, bring your left hand back to the ground, three-legged dog. And as you exhale, bring the left knee to your chest. Step the left foot in between your hands. Bring the right knee to the ground. And as you inhale, Anjayanasana. Maybe you can go a little bit deeper this time. Maybe you want to open up your chest, cactus arms, bending your elbows. And as you exhale, hug your left leg, left quad, and extend the left knee. Forward folding. If possible, you can also lift your left toes. Entering here with a little, playing with balance a little bit. Really engaging your core. Keep lengthening through your spine. If you fall, you can just come back to the posture. Keep breathing. And Walk your hands back to the front. Curl your right toes. Lift your right knee. Lift your arms. Lengthen through your spine. Warrior one variation. Try to plug your right heel into the ground. Keep your left knee right above your left ankle. Engage your core. Bringing that belly button in. Keep breathing. And as you exhale, twist your right foot. Lower your arms. Keep in line with your shoulders, your hands, and sink in a little bit deeper into warrior two. Squaring your hips and try for your upper body not to be in the present or in the past. In the future, in the past, try to keep it centered in the present moment. So just great, like really in the center. Inhale and lift your left heel. And as you lift your left heel, bring that energy above your ear with your left hand and your left arm and keep looking up to the sky. Extend as much as you can your left arm, and with your right hand, you're just like really touching your leg. You're not really putting any weight onto your right leg. And as you exhale, come back down, windmill your arms, frame your left foot, walk your hands, and lift your right leg up to the sky onto a standing split. Try to square your hips as much as possible. Keep breathing. Inhale, look up, and as you look up, lift your arms. We're going to enter into warrior three. Flex your left foot and pretend you're creating a T shape with your body. So I'm just going to step a little bit backwards because of my space that I have here, but you just keep wherever you are at, or if you need to readjust because of space, just go ahead and do that and keep the alignment of your warrior three, pretending you're creating a T shape with your body. And as you exhale, lift up, bring your right knee to your chest. And as you exhale, water dancer, try to reach for your left foot behind you. Inhale, knee to chest. And as you exhale, open up your chest, water dancer. Inhale, back up. Exhale, water dancer. Inhale, back up. And now extend your right knee. Try to center and really root to rise with your left foot. Activating your quads, pointing your toes of your left foot. Keep breathing. And as you exhale, come back. Bring the step backwards your right foot. Three-legged dog. Lifting away from the ground your left foot. And walk your hands towards your right foot. Exhale and forward fold. And now bring to one side your right foot as if you're gonna do a dragon's tail. Sitting down, bending your right knee, and as you inhale, come back up, knee comes back to chest. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring it back again to the back of your right foot, back to your chest, knee to chest, and as you exhale, bend your right knee. And we're gonna hold it here for a little while. Try to keeping your balance, keep bending your right knee, keep sitting down into it, extending your left knee behind it. And don't let your left foot to touch the ground. And as you inhale, come back up, walk your hands forward. We're gonna enter into a variation of tabletop. So bring your right foot next to the right one, walk your hands a little bit forward. And keep engaging your core, keep your belly button in, engage your glutes, engage your quads. And as you exhale, bring your hands backwards into a tabletop. And from here, we're going to go into chaturanga in the count of 5. So as we exhale, we're going to start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you inhale, lift up, look up to the sky. And as you exhale, push the ground away from you. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. And bring the knees to the ground. Bring your toes, big toes together. Bring your hips towards your heels. And sink into child's pose, bringing your forehead to the ground. Inhale, lift your head, walk your hands towards your knees, and lift your hips away from your heels. Now come to your knees. And from here, pretend that you have a block or something in between your legs. And we're gonna start really engaging your core and all of your upper body, even your glutes. We're gonna start leaning backwards, but without bending or losing the alignment of our upper body with our legs. So pretend that you're a table and that you're as straight as possible. You're just gonna lean backwards. And all of the weight, what we're gonna be building on is on our quads. So we're gonna go for 1, 2, use your breath, 3, 4, and just lean as much as you can backwards without bending your hips. So 6, 7, 8. Now bring your hands towards your chest as if you want to give yourself a big hug and try to, maybe it's going to be a little bit challenging. So just lean forward as much as you can and try to find the balance here. Just keep engaging your glutes, engaged. Even if it's just for a little bit that you can lean forward, playing with balance, engaging your core, and just feeling your strength, engaging glutes, engaging your hamstrings, your quads, and release. And this is a part where we're going to use the blanket. So I'm going to fold my mat so I have space. If you need to do the same, just go ahead and do that. And this is the time where you go get your blanket or any sort of blanket that you may have home. So we're going to step into the mat. One foot on the mat, the other one on the blanket. So right now I have my right foot on the mat and left foot on the blanket, okay? So from here, you're just gonna slide, open up a little bit until you can come back without bending your knees. So you're gonna go for 1, really activating your thighs also. 2, and your core. 3, keeping both knees extended. 4, 5, just really press into the blanket. 6, 7, 8. Now, your toes of your right foot are going to face forward to the front of the mat. And your heel of your right foot is going to be in line with the arch of your left foot. And now from here, slide the blanket backwards and we're going to enter into warrior 2, but keep engaging your hips, keep engaging your core. Look to the index finger of your right arm, keep engaging your thighs. And as you inhale, come back up. And we're going to go for the other side. So I don't want to give you the back, so I'm just going to fold the other side of the mat. But you can just go ahead if you want and twist to the other side or do as I'm doing right now. So I'm stepping right now, left foot to the mat, right foot to the blanket, and I'm going to start opening up one side, 1, without bending the knees, 2, so your core is really working, and also your thighs. 3, It doesn't matter how far you slide to one side. What really matters is for you to engage and to come back to center with both of your knees extended. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, twist your left foot. Let your left toes face to the front of your mat. Left heel is really in line with your right arch, with the arch of the right foot. And now bend. As you bend, your left knee starts sliding away from your right foot. You're going to enter into warrior two. And really notice and be conscious that your left knee is stacked right above your left ankle, shoulders are in line, and look to the index finger of your left hand and sink in a little bit deeper. Keep breathing. 1, 2, and sink in a little bit deeper. And as you exhale, come back up. Awesome. And now we're going to leave the blanket to one side. We're going to come back to the mat. We're going to put the blanket up front, come to your knees. And as if you're just going to enter Anjayanasana, you're going to slide the blanket to the front and then forward fold into half Hanumanasana, half split. And I really want for you to feel how, as you flex your left foot, you can feel it even deeper on the back part of your leg, on your hamstrings. So really keep that leg as straight as possible, keep that knee extended, and keep flexing your left foot. If this is too easy, I'm gonna just step myself a little bit backwards so you can see. From here, extend your leg and you can enter into a split. If it's too easy, if not, I invite you to stay in half a split. What's more important is for you to be feeling the posture more than just entering into the full expression of it. And as you exhale, slide your left foot backwards. Now we're going to switch it up, bringing the right foot up to the blanket. And as you exhale, extend your right knee, lift your toes away from the ground, and forward fold into half a split. Keep activating your right foot. And as you exhale, extend your leg. If it's possible, if not, keep in your half Hanumanasana. If not, come to the full version of it, coming into a split. Maybe you can lift your hands away from the ground. And as you exhale, slide your foot backwards. Leave the blanket, set the blanket aside. Come to a seated position. And start rolling all the way until you come to your back. Bring your knees to your chest, hug them towards your chest. And start rolling, balancing yourself from one side to the other. Just giving a little massage to your lower back. Inhale, lift your legs up, extend both of your knees. And as you inhale, lift your hips also away from the ground. And as you exhale, start lowering over your head, both of your feet into Halasana. In this posture, try not to look to your sides. Just keep your gaze up front, up to the sky. Now interlace your fingers behind your back and push your hands towards the ground. Keep breathing. Relax the skin on your face. Relax your tongue. Also, another nice variation for this, if you're not able to reach the ground with your feet, you can always place a block or a pillow or something behind, right above under your feet. I'm sorry, I said above, under your feet. Or you can also walk your feet. If you have a wall next to you, you can just measure the distance and then start walking your feet towards the ground. Feels really nice on your hamstrings. And as you exhale, release your hands and start rolling all the way very slowly until you place your sacrum and your lower back to the ground. Bring both of your legs to the ground. Open your feet mat width apart and windshield your legs to one side and to the other. And now, straighten up your legs. Give yourself a big hug. Just creating some space in between your shoulder blades and placing all of your back towards the mat. Let your hands rest, palms of your hands face towards the sky. Start melting yourself into Shavasana. I'm just going to turn these lights up. Start melting yourself into Shavasana, absorbing all the benefits of the class today, of the practice. Remembering your intention. Let your tongue float inside your mouth. Relax the skin in your face. Just feel the sensation of totally and completely melting into the mat. And I invite you to stay as long as you want in Shavasana, if that's the case, if you have the time, because class is almost going to be over, the session. I'm going to just end here, but if you want to stay in a longer Shavasana, you can just go ahead and stay as long as you need to. Otherwise, bring your knees towards your chest, hug your knees, bring your forehead towards your knees, and sink into one side. And slowly, with the help of your hands, start coming back to a seated position. Keeping your eyes closed, bringing your feet towards your pelvis. Let your hands rest on your laps. Let your eyes close and feel as heavy as you can visualize them to be at this moment. Remember your intention. Notice if something changed after the practice without judging. And feel gratitude, feel thankful. Say thank you to yourself for taking this moment to disconnect and reconnect to all that you are, to your energy within. That you gifted this time for you to move and give some love to yourself, to create and build more space for love and gratitude in your life. And as you inhale, bring the palms of your hands to meet each other above your head, bring them to the third eye, to your lips, to your heart space. I hope you have a really wonderful night and a wonderful week. From my heart to yours, namaste. And I hope you have a really good night. I'm still going to be here if you have any questions. I'm going to try to stay here a little bit longer, have a couple of minutes, and if not, this class is going to be saved for a couple of more days, so you can do it. And thank you so much for practicing with me tonight.